weekend where we enjoyed various games, but the highlight of it, you know, Monyoma Bakumi Nimi and Sebi Ameshe. Now, the kind of I'm starting from free the English Premier League. And when I say pressure no work akra, pressure no who is going to win the league. Baby, as you see a league in the Bruno, the discussion we are going to have about the title race in the Bejina, when, not if, for a Liverpool. It is Dabain and a Liverpool Beji League, you know. Yen name some matches Akadi, you know. 6 matches away. Liverpool. I look at the next 3 crown, make the plans, you know, right, to make sure the league, you know, Beji crown on home. And this is really going to be special for Liverpool and their fans because the last time they won the league title, you know, not supporters any stadium, almost game maybe. But baby, and Ibrana bad den pani at the top 4 race, you know, when it comes to the Premier League. It's a crown and not top 4, I bet top 5 because the coefficients, you know, actually say England ebenya the 5th slot when it comes to the Champions League with a specific federation or many the opportunity to get the 5th slot so they qualify for the Champions League. Now in this instance, Arsenal at also second with 63 points, Nottingham 57 points, Newcastle 56, Newcastle also 4th 56, Manchester City also 5th 55, Chelsea also 6th 54, Aston Villa also 7th 54. Chelsea cannot afford to miss out on the Champions League again. Fancy at the same time, Manchester City and then the Guardiola team no. So betimia drop it off. Abraham qualify for the Champions League.
We say there it means 5th position Man City and Chelsea in April home.
And Newcastle so betimia drop it off. And we say United by 4-1. Benye news. One another name say United they Newcastle or no go lose. Then now only United team way papa. But what check the fixtures of these teams in the to so na fancy. Chelsea next 6 games no more bono. Se Shadak bet me abo ade to screen so a. Ni assess it, ni analyze it, ni hu no ma ho den. Any baby o mugina ni o mo chances so bet me dey qualify. Now all Chelsea next games no be na or Fulham ball away. Fulham be Chelsea. Okay. Or Everton ball home.
Early kick off Everton back or upset you into Everton draw.
Or Liverpool ball.
Liverpool be no.
Or Newcastle ball away.
And there's another early kick off Newcastle win.
Or Manchester United ball Old Trafford.
Why are they draw? Or however was Stamford Bridge.
Stamford Bridge.
Why are they draw?
And on Nottingham Forest ball away.
I know maybe a Chelsea bet me winning. I must so too.
But fancy Chelsea fixtures in the money ding.
Legia, we level ya Legia.
The current form of Chelsea and the results no munyano. And Chelsea this is in as much as say am I convincing in some of the big games with their kind of performances or more than you know. Fancy omo so ba ko pa na say omo performing so well in big games we won't win game no. It is against City. United they are struggling almost struggling and some omo be United. Odi anone to nchen a share game omo boti a Liverpool. Chelsea bobo ne fe be game near Chelsea bobo no ba no draw. And the case no eye ha. Away from Chelsea, over Newcastle almost so next games no bobo ne more chances so mo de be qualify. Newcastle or Crystal Palace bo ofie. Newcastle be Crystal Palace ofie. Newcastle Aston Villa ball away. Difficult game. Newcastle or Ipswich ball ofie on me fa fala. Newcastle or Brighton ball away. Difficult game. Or more Chelsea ofie. That game na Mike Edi ka to no. Almost also Arsenal ball away. Difficult game. And almost also Everton ball ofie. It fancy out of the next 6 games, you know. Newcastle betimenya mubia be 10 points. Out of possible 18. But Chelsea they are not the tone senior. Out of 18 points, you know. What do we need crack more? Out team say Chelsea nya be 9.
Newcastle are almost 7 games or more.
7 games, almost one outstanding so more. So out of 21, the fancy so 15 grand and bad. No Manchester City so next games no more babo. Because City team no more form on the fancy. I'm still more convinced about City team. No, we heard the game no more at Crystal Palace. No, they are beatable. Now we are next 6 games now. Or more Everton ball away, difficult game. David Moyes has said me about the kind of ha. Kwa first one making sure say Everton team not pick it from. He knows the club. He understands the history is made for the club. Now he bet to form our pick it. Ediama Everton. Away from that game, Manchester City was Aston Villa difficult game. Manchester City Everbo Nottingham, which is the FA Cup, different game altogether. But in the Premier League, or more Wolves or more Southampton or more Bournemouth and more Fulham games are bet Manchester City bet me directly. A Southampton game no, Wolverhampton Wanderers game no. Then over share a game against Aston Villa ufi. Out of 18 points, almost bet me 9. Fancy adinimu ya yedin, komone ya yedin dia mama reska. And when to me anya hwea
on one decision making.
When to me anya hwea, fancy I think say the amount of money Chelsea have spent and your mom would dear room and jumo person mudino, it makes the job difficult for him to handle. Tough job for him going into the next fixtures. Away from that game, one player make sure any move pass and Kobeti Mabeji the fullback and the seen in Naso for Spain and at the same time for Barcelona, Alejandro Balde. But fancy, I'm praying that injury and boy we see. You're checking the injury record or injury history of Alejandro Balde. Shout out the Tosomaya. About say Alejandro Balde in previous seasons, 2020-2021 season, he missed 16 games with 2 different injuries. 2021-2022, 3 different injuries, or may say 16 games. 22-23, 1 injury, or may say 3 games. In last season, or may say 23 games with 3 separate injuries. This season, what they come say ba kodada, ana we say so abe dey, abe count 2. The quality ni whatever Alejandro Balde adds to Barcelona, fancy, me name any different player that can come into the setup and give you that kind of quality. And we share coach so a coach ne buana man him na team from that particular position. Look at the role no Boma Barcelona in their setup and the system no we use no. Last time, I saw person stop Barcelona. 3 key players on one seminar. I saw about Yamal, and I saw about Pedri, and I saw about Alejandro Balde.
They say not even Rafinha.
No, Rafinha more so goes in there. But players no man you must see no, like off the ball, on the ball. Omo man you mani see ankasa no. Omo ni yentambo because Yamal no oba assist here on the wall. Check the 1v1 situation. So then look at Pedri. Then Balde from the fullback because Balde no team link with Rafinha ni ye. Review. Say sometimes fullbacks brings the best out of the attackers. It's none of the statistics we will have about Alexander Trent Arnold, any Mohamed Salah. The same thing is happening with Alejandro Balde, any Rafinha. Rafinha feels so much comfortable when he plays with Alejandro Balde. The productivity no a costro when he plays with Alejandro Balde. It's none of your game against Leganes. Abra Balde free mama Gerard Martin Abano. Her performances now say Rafinha done a do game in the latter parts of the game. They understand themselves. The synergy is there. They connect so well. Maha Dani Alves, Maha Jordi Alba, Belletti, top fullbacks for Barcelona. This kid is on the path to become one of the greats for Barcelona when it comes to the fullback position. And the 2 and 3, ne boy din papa. Ananinya so ho din. Bebre but to get quality no din. Na la masi ananka set to produce bi diaba. I'm only praying is going forward. Enkoye say season biya no Barcelona be Messi Alejandro Balde for some games. He needs the consistency to remain at the top. He needs the consistency to be the best. And I feel so sad say at this moment in time now yebo season no Copa del Rey Champions League La Liga where Barcelona looks to win the treble no a key player like Balde is going to be out of the team. I'm only hoping say end manin tenafi inche na big games say do many no on Messi bebre. Gerard Martin no cannot give you whatever Balde is giving you. Gerard Martin cannot replace Balde. He can only do his best. But will his best be enough? I could have with football and when drive. Fancy, me football the bare 40 meters, not the ball and run. This ta. the technical quality he offers at the left back, the kind of crosses he puts in. Any goals no the banner. Fancy. Way Alfonso Davies. Line no difference. But it's quite unfortunate that he finds himself in this situation. League in the Medica catches a to the wire. Real Madrid ne Barcelona no. Shakwa Madrid fast winning game no. Let her Barcelona fast winning game no. On a day, even when the two teams they are not playing at their best levels, you know, they find ways to win the game. And Kylian Mbappe could do red card. That is another thing that will happen to him football lessons. Or tackle, anko ye, and a prayer day, akoba. But it also highlights one thing about Carlo Ancelotti say, I didn't in the games muye dinya on board adagulas no. Ne Hendrick more. Because these kids, you know, they give Real Madrid something very different from what I'm paying for.
True.
And now you could feel say Adagula was everywhere on the pitch. He controlled the game for Real Madrid. He created enough for Real Madrid, and he was so solid for them. But fancy, at the end of the day, no big match be drew. Now what chireba? Now what's our Kodani be showcasing the talent? Fabam, Omanemo. Why do you do this? But good preparation for the weekend for Real Madrid in terms of preparing for a game against Arsenal. But fancy, I think this is a good step towards, because 9 matches in now Real Madrid didn't keep a clean sheet. But they kept clean sheet against Alaves. That was a game Alaves dominated. Away from that to the Italian Serie A. Fancy, the Italian Serie A top of the table class, and then Napoli Bobo Empoli. Omuboria Gab never say close be trainer. And also be to the wire. But o check it for the top 4 position now. What also ni asem no.
What fan say Napoli Ashawiana?
Napoli be Empoli ofie.
Okay, Napoli Ashawiana.
Napoli be Empoli ofie.
Okay.
Empoli this season akasa omo form they've been really poor. Even against the big size and him say last season no omo timi omo no. This season entesa.
Okay.
This season 2-0, no more show more 3-0, maybe show more 4. Almost shedan have big teams in said the last season no more how this season is totally different. It's a more like what I say fight it to survive. But what checking Napoli, they don't play any game during the midweek. Now Inter Milan will be looking towards games with double eyes because they have a game against Bayern Munich in the midweek. Now me ado mo chena. An Omubo League match against Cagliari. It's any be attention about. But when we know what the 1 week, I feel about another game. It's a one day problem, no. But what check the table of the Italian Serie A? So Shadrach bet me a boya. Shebebia AC Milan. AC Milan kunya a 4-0 convincing win against Udine. Agreed. But you check the table and the level of consistency you put at AC Milan. You ask yourself, so which may remove to the top one. Now the 5th slot they've been in Italy this particular season. 84 no check between Juventus and AC Milan points gap near 8 with 6 matches to go. And your mommy consistency, quality in terms of squad depth, then the quality of coaching. Sergio Consensa will buy and why any maybe a me so yeah because of the Supercoppa d'Italia. And no quadan chain. League matches ni be one their games be one more to me so yes he's doing, but the consistency is not there. When it comes to quality in depth, AC Milan will be power. Because na Santiago Jimenez and Estate, then Luka Jovic, now Tammy Abraham born or born any walk it. There is quality. Christian Pulisic, Tijani Rendes, these guys have quality to give you results. Yunus Musa. But the consistency is not there for AC Milan. Juventus are consistent because in the last 2 or 3 games, on match le bibi kakra. But fancy, Michel debut de la capitale. And I really enjoyed whatever that went on in the game. Number one day. But these are 2 teams who are divided by rivalry, but they are united by purpose. Ocheke Lazio, any Roma, or more history. Any tifos no mobile and now in their game now. Ubehuni say these 2 teams, I say adi at your Montemini nyina say ye can teams me and the bomb near the AS Roma. Ana Lazio no Giorgio Vaccario etina seka say there be me Lazio go kan man nye 4 teams me mfante baako. It ono so ate no and omo no so represent omo working class or muska wo mo pa. It's the rivalry na don montam because of that. But when it comes to purpose, these people are one. One JC,
one to me,
one city. But Ocheke, Sadak betimi the video na to so you realize say Lazio tifo no bo be here was stadium no. E portray the Colosseum, the various historical places are a Rome. Just say omo beton Rome e de mariasi afana nyina. And you look at the tifo now omo ye na. First, how do they even do this? Oh boy, the number not to sit in this one. I say I any day because this is beautiful.
Seats now better now. So no better na be a say cardboard ade da so. Be a but they don't be a bit me easy these pictures and they are for me. Maybe a cardboards or be for me pictures no. Or be na da sit so plant or come mosaic no.
How many kind share to?
This is really beautiful. The reason why I was talking about divided by rivalry but united in purpose is because now they are divided because of their city, northern part, southern part. But when it comes to selling their city, they are united in this particular state in a sense that look at what they did by selling Rome to the outside world. Say when your Colosseum, your way through the Tifo. So be America. Then Roma will have to respond with Noma Miunu. Agostino Di Bartolomeo. Or no one player or Boma Edema Rome and a part of the Roman team of Mokobo 1983-1984 European Cup final Liverpool show moje. Or no share them Shutunu Hunukuno. One of the finest playmakers of defining the role of the libero. One with the Italian national team there. But Roma for GD say or one particular player, he changed a lot about them. Roma for so portray on also the and almost had the identity as say one city, one JC. Fancy divided by rivalry, united in purpose. Rome in terms of Lazio, any AS Roma.
Meza, me da say, Mami Bra Mike away.